Hello, it's Module 7, and we're almost finished with the course. Module 8 is very quick, and uh, it's just going to wrap up kind of thing. Now, this module has a very important assignment. Your second assignment, M782, is worth 360 points, which is much more than any of your other assignments have been. So this is an opportunity to do well and perhaps push you from one grade to another depending upon your circumstances. Excuse me. Let's talk about this assignment a little bit because I want you guys to do well on it. We have a situation in which we have a U.S. based company who is looking to move their operations will open up a new facility to in another country. There are three choices for you listed in the assignment. So the assignment specifically is asking you to take a look at comparing the national culture of America in the United States to the national culture of the potential locations. That makes sense because this company works well in America, and they would like to not to have to change too much about how they operate themselves and what their culture, what their structure looks like. So we're looking for a match as much as we can. But it's not just matching country to country. I also want you to think about the organizational culture of this particular company, not the national culture where it resides. Well, look at that too. But there's some hints in this question. It says it is a flat structured organization. It operates with a decentralized decision making scheme. It is fast paced. It embraces teamwork. Now, we need to take a look at each of those elements and see how they might play out in the national cultures of the potential locations. Okay, so you need to look at organizational culture match with the location's national culture and the American national culture, and match it to the national culture of a potential location. So it's kind of a triangle kind of thing we're trying to do here. I want to take 1 minute and go through some of the definitions on Hofstede's 5 dimensions. Every book you read, they word it a little bit differently. But let me use some words which I think are important for each one of those dimensions. Okay, power distance has to do with the tolerance of the people of a culture for inequality. In America, we have a good deal of tolerance for inequality. We actually think it's fine that there are very rich people and there are some people who are homeless and so forth. As an organization, that doesn't bother us. Some countries they have a distinctly different feeling about that. Individualism versus collectivism. Yeah. Do we like to work in teams or no? But there's one way of looking at it. Masculine versus feminism. This is where a lot of people make mistakes. We're not talking about whether or not a culture thinks men are good or women are bad or vice versa. We're talking about a cultural characteristic. So when we say masculine culture, we're talking about a culture which tends to be aggressive and it tends to be competitive. If we're talking about a feminine culture, we're talking about a culture that tends to be less competitive and less aggressive and more nurturing, shall we say. So it's not about males and females. It's about the competitiveness and aggressiveness of the culture. The other one which people misconstrue sometimes is the uncertainty avoidance issue. Uncertainty avoidance, when you look at it from an organizational perspective, has a lot to do about whether or not you like to operate on the fly. There are some national cultures who embrace the notion of not having many rules and not having lots of procedures to follow. And there are other national cultures who want rules and they want to be told what to do and they want procedures. Okay? Um, and then we have long-term, short-term orientation. And we're talking here about, whether or not, say, from an organizational perspective again, is an organization out to make a fast buck or is an organization out to uh, treat customers well and have them for a very long, reliable period of time. So those are the kinds of things that we're talking about. Okay, so um, as you're doing this assignment, just to reiterate, I want you to think about not only the U.S. culture versus the culture of those three particular potential companies, but I also want you to think about the organization. Flat, fast-paced, decentralized decision making, and embracing teamwork. Which of the national cultures would be best match for that kind of company? All right. Listen, I've enjoyed I've enjoyed our time together this semester. I probably won't have enough time to make another video. Once once Thursday hits and I'm grading this enormously long assignments and then we roll right over into 3 fast days in Module 8. It's very busy time for me. So anyway, best of luck to you. I've enjoyed my time with you. I hope you've learned something, and I wish everyone the best. Okay. Have a great rest of the summer. Bye bye.